This video is for Tuesday, April 7th for calculus. We're going to keep talking about sequences. So today we're going to talk specifically about arithmetic sequences. So that means you're either adding or subtracting the same number each time to get the next term in the sequence. So the formula for arithmetic sequences looks like this. Okay, so in this formula, A1 is the first term, so the first number in the list. D is the difference, what you're adding or subtracting each time. N is the number of the term that you're looking for. So if you were trying to find the 10th term, N would be 10. And then this would be A with a subscript of 10 if you were trying to find the 10th number. Okay? So we're going to jump right into the examples. So example 1 says find the 35th term in the sequence 3, 9, 15, 21. So I'm going to write that up here. We're looking for the 35th term, and the sequence is 3, 9, 15, 21. Okay, so first of all, in this formula, we're going to need A1. So what's the first number in this list? 3. Plus the difference. So what are you doing each time to get the next number? And if you're not sure, you can always take the second number minus the first number, and that'll tell you the difference. Or if you can just see it, I know that we're adding 6 each time, so this number's a 6. And then we're looking for the 35th term, so n has to be 35 minus 1. Okay, so we have 34 times 6 plus 3. And if you do all that, you should get 207. So A with the subscript of 35, meaning the 35th term of this sequence is 207. Okay, so that's it. So I took all the information they gave me, and I used this formula to get the 35th term. Okay, so we're going to try another one. Alright, example 2 says find the 125th term. So sometimes sequences are quite long and quite large. In the sequence, 4, -1, -6, -11, and so on. So here, as you notice, it's getting more negative. So we're probably subtracting something this time. So, again, if you're not sure what it is, you can take the second term minus the first term. Or if you notice that you're subtracting 5 each time, that means the difference is going to be -5. Okay, so the first term here is 4 plus -5 times, we're looking for the 125th term, so 125 minus 1. Okay, so you want to start here. This is 124 times -5 plus 4. Okay, so when you multiply this is going to be -620, so 4 minus 620. And that's going to equal -616. So the 125th term is -616. So this formula comes in handy because I don't think you want to sit there all day and keep subtracting 5 until you get to the 125th term, because not only would that take you a long time, but you'd probably mess up somewhere along the way, or you'd forget how many you had done. And so that's why the formula exists. Okay, so now we're going to go on to example 3. Now, example 3 asked us to write an equation and then to find the 15th term. So it gave us the first term was 3 and the common difference was 12. So on example 3, part A, it asked for the formula, so we're going to have A with subscript of n equals, the first term they said was 3, the common difference they said was 12, and then the n minus 1 part's always n minus 1. Okay, so that's our generic formula. Now, part B said find the 15th term. So now we're going to replace n with 15 and then find the answer. Okay, so we have 12 times 14 and then plus 3. So 12 times 14 is 168, plus 3 is 171. So the 15th term is 171. Right? So there they gave us the first term and the difference, and you had to write a formula. Then you had to use the formula to find the 15th term. Okay? So the last two problems on your Google form for the day are like this. You have to first decide what is the formula, then you have to use it. So that's the last two problems on your Google form. Alright, so this last problem is a bit of a weird one because they're going to give us the 21st term. That seems pretty random, but they're going to give us the 21st term, and then we have to find the first term. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so example 4 said that the 21st term was negative 17, and the common difference was negative 3. Yes, negative 3. Okay, so if you have A21, that should equal A1 plus the common difference, 21 minus 1. So the difference here was negative 3 that they gave us. I'm going to replace this with a negative 3 or a minus 3. Okay, A21 they told me was negative 17, so I'm going to replace this with negative 17. And now I'm going to simplify this. So this is 20. 20 times negative 3 is negative 60. So negative 17 plus 60 is 43. So A1 equals 43. Okay, so that's just part 1. Now we have to write the generic formula. So we're going to take our A1 and our difference here and write an equation. Okay. So that was for part A. Part B, we're writing our equation now. So we're going to have AN equals A1 was 43, common difference was negative 3, and minus 1, like that. Or if you wanted to, you could write it like this. 43 plus negative 3 and minus 1. Okay, so that's for part B. Part C, now we're going to find the 30th term. So we're going to use our formula here, and we're going to find the 30th term. So A with a subscript of 30 is 43 minus 3 times 30 minus 1. So 30 minus 1 is 29. 29 times negative 3 is negative 87. So 43 minus 87 is negative 44. So the 30th term is negative 44. And I can write that a little better so it's not as slanted. There you go. Okay, so that concludes the lesson for the day. You're going to have a Google form on these things. So you can review the notes that I posted to Google Classroom along with this video and the form. And if you need any help, I will be happy to help you. Okay, that's what I'm here for. So I hope you all are well and that everything's going okay for you. And I miss you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.